spicy soup broth that tastes like it's been simmered for hours. But we're gonna make this whole dish in less than 20 minutes. This is my super quick spicy pork noodle soup. So this noodle soup recipe has a couple of little cheat ingredients that are really gonna level up your noodle soup game. Let's get going on making the soup broth part first. And we're gonna layer some flavor here. And first of all, I wanna start off with some like porky goodness. So I want a little bit of oil in my pan first of all. And we're using pork mince today. This is great because there's no slicing involved. You can literally just get it out of the fridge and into your pan. I love that for a weeknight. So that goes in. So just use your spatula to break that pork up a little, but don't mess with it too much. Like I really like to get a little bit of color on my mincemeat when I first get it into the pan because color is flavor. And once you can see this kind of really lovely golden color on the bottom of your pork, and yes, you're gonna have to be patient, like we've been waiting here for about 5 minutes for this to happen, but once you see it, then you know it's time to start breaking everything up with your spatula. So now that we've got ourselves a good little porky flavor base here, now we're gonna start with some other big flavors. I want some garlic. And the first of my little ingredients that are really gonna kick this up a notch is Korean gochujang chili paste. So that guy looks like this. It's like a fermented chili paste, and it has like not just a spicy flavor, but it's almost like a little bit of a smokiness almost. It's a bit of a magic ingredient that I think adds a lot of punch. So I'm gonna add a fairly big spoonful of that into my pork. I just mix that through, and I love that instantly this adds such a beautiful bright ruby red color. And then the next little trick I have in my pantry is something called Chinese black vinegar or Chen Kiang vinegar. And you can, look, if you can't get a hold of it, just use regular white vinegar, but this one has almost like a bit more of a savory depth of flavor, a little bit more floral and fruity. So it's a really good ingredient that adds some extra special to any dish. Now we just need some soy sauce. This is gonna add some saltiness. And then I also want some chicken stock. So I'm just using store-bought. We have got so much flavor in that pan that you're not even gonna notice that it's not homemade. Oh, look at that beautiful red color. I love it. It just screams spicy, yummy. All right, so I just want this to kind of just simmer away a couple of minutes, and in the meantime, I'm gonna cook some noodles. So I'm using just these pre-packaged noodles. All they need is a little bit of soaking time in some hot water. And once they're ready, just pop them straight out into your serving bowls. And then just to finish off the soup here, I like to add a little bit of greenery because it just makes me feel a little bit more virtuous when I'm eating my midweek dinner. So I'm gonna add some baby spinach into there. Now just ladle that soup on top of your noodles. And finally, just a little sprinkling of some spring onion. And there you go, my friends. Such a simple, spicy little noodle soup number, but wow, the flavor, wait till you try this, guys. I mean, spicy noodles. That flavor is so intense, and the fact that we managed to get all of that just with so few ingredients and in such a short amount of time is so good. Yum. That soup broth literally tastes like you've been simmering it for hours. Insane. So insanely good. Totally yum.